Private lending. Let's talk private lending for a second.
Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about, I guess, how I got into private lending. It was around that same time. My wife at the time now, we bought our first. She bought our first house together, which was a flip, and she bought it prior to 2018, before the stress test, and she qualified for the mortgage. When we sold that property in the new year, we went to port her mortgage somewhere, and she didn't qualify anymore.
Ah.
So she was quite upset, in tears. What am I going to do? And I was like, I think I got a guy, it was my lawyer at the time, who had told me, if you need private money, let me know.
Yep.
So that was my first private loan. Borrowed a deal at 10% and thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
How are people making money?
Now it's free.
Now it's free. Now you're lucky to get that at a bank.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I got into the private lending side. From there, that same lawyer who I did a couple deals with called me one day and said, why don't you start telling your clients that you have private money available? And I was like, well, do I? And he said, yeah, you do. So send me the deals and I'll fund more deals. And it really is amazing to see what happens when you start telling people you have capital available, how your phone starts ringing.
Yeah, because I called you about that.
Yep.
You told me you couldn't help me because I was in Alberta.
What
a mistake you made there.
Hopefully in the next year or two I can help you out west.
Yeah.
So it really did grow and scale, and we are doing we have a 9+ figure book right now on private money, out on active mortgages, and it started off with a $300,000 loan, and then a $500,000 loan, and one thing led to another, and here we are today. So.
Nice.
Yeah.